This morning I sat down with John Mirga. Here's what he had to say. So, which Supreme Court decision do you disagree with and why?
Well, the one I disagree with the most would be Clinton v. New York City, and that was the one in which the Supreme Court took away the President's power for the line item veto that was passed in the Line Item Veto Act. So I think that the President should have the ability to have the line item veto because they can go through the budget and they can take out wasteful spending and they can make sure that our budget is the most responsible as possible. So that's why I disagree with that act.
What personal experiences have shaped your current political perspectives?
Well, can you ask that one more time, please?
What personal experiences have shaped your current political perspectives?
Well, when I was growing up, I grew up in suburban Maryland. My parents, they had good jobs, but it was tough growing up. I had me and my siblings, we had to put up with a lot. I didn't have an easy life growing up, but I persevered, put myself through college. It was a lot of work, but I learned that every American should also have the opportunity to do the same thing. And I learned that government wasn't there to really help me all the time. A lot of the time, government was in my way. So that's when I decided I wanted to run for the Senate. And I ran for the Senate, and everything I've tried to do since then has been reduce government and help the people as much as possible.
What political figures have you strongly supported in the past and why?
In the past, well, Ronald Reagan. I think he was a very, very responsible man. He went through and tried to streamline and cut as much of the budget as he could. He tried to shrink the size of government, which I think is a very important thing to do because we want to make sure that our people and our citizens have the best chances possible. And they don't have the best chance to help themselves with a very large and cumbersome government. That's why I also support part of George Bush's policies with tax cuts. I think that that was a very wise decision on his part to come in and put in tax cuts that could really help the American people get their money and get their jobs back. Obviously, the economy crashed at the end of his term. That was a major issue, but he started off with the tax cuts, and I think that was very important to help the American people.
Name a few of your favorite activities to engage in during your free time.
Let's see. Well, I enjoy skiing. That's one thing that I like to do. I like to go on the slopes, especially up in the Poconos. It's always a nice trip, nice to relax after a hard day of campaigning or something. Get a nice weekend out and skiing. I like to read. I always like to keep up with some good books that I've read recently. I always go through the newspapers, see what's going on in the world, in the local area especially. I like to keep up with what goes on in my home state of Maryland because, I would like to represent my people as best as possible. So I read up on what's going on around there. And then I like to vacation, relax, have a nice time, when I can on my off time, which isn't a lot, but I use it well.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
I'm here with John David Myers from the Myersonian Party. I'm going to ask him a few questions about himself. John, which Supreme Court case do you disagree with?
Well, I'm well prepared for this question. Billy vs. Greenwood is a despicable Supreme Court case that I am ashamed that the Supreme Court case decided on. It states that the law enforcement officers can search your trash and find evidence that they can use to convict you or anyone else in your household. I believe that your trash is private property and it's full of your personal belongings that you have used throughout your house, and that it should be personal to you only.
Thanks, John. What personal experience have shaped your political perspectives?
Well, I grew up on a farm, and I went to Princeton Law School and Harvard Law School in Princeton, and I think these experiences growing up in central Pennsylvania with that kind of a political mindset, and then Princeton full of rich, snobbish people. I got a well-rounded perspective of different cultures and different class backgrounds. So I feel like I can really connect to all different types of American people.
What political figures do you strongly support or have you strongly supported in the past, and why?
I have strongly supported President Barack Obama. I worked closely with him on his recent campaign. We have very similar political mindsets on topics such as healthcare and abortion, and these are really important to me, and I feel like he is a very motivational figure. I also, as you can tell in the name of Myersonians, We are very big on Thomas Jefferson, although he is dead, but he's a very iconic person in my mind.
And tell us a few of your favorite activities to engage in on the weekend or during your free time.
Well, I love to gamble. It's a fun thing to do. Don't give me that face. And golf, baseball, sports with my pals. I just love talking to the American people. Just getting out there saying hi. That's about it.
Thanks, John.
Good afternoon. I'm here with Chris Grisano to ask him a few questions. First question, Chris. Which Supreme Court decision do you disagree with and why?
1948 Korematsu versus United States. You can't intern people into a concentration camp.
Alright. You have anything else to say about it, or
That's not constitutional.
you think that's why you don't like it?
That's why I don't like it.
Okay. Alright. Second question. What personal experiences has shaped your current political perspectives?
Obviously, I think it's family and personal beliefs. The people that you're surrounded by definitely make it. Friends, politically wise. You said political beliefs.
Just personal.
Personal beliefs.
Yeah.
Music.
Music.
Certain lyrics that I really like help shape my views.
Alright, good stuff. What political figures have strongly influenced you in the past?
Although he might not seem like a political figure, I think Jackie Robinson, because he helped break the color barrier in baseball, and I really like baseball, and that was a big civil rights step, just for African Americans in general.
Alright. Last question for this interview. What are some activities you like to do in your spare time when you're not working politics?
I like to play baseball, listen to OAR, and play some Madden. I play presidential candidate John Myers in Madden, actually.
That is
I beat him yesterday, actually. 28-23.
28-23 what?
That was the score of the game.
Oh, okay.
It was football.
Oh, right, football.
Football,
Okay.
like Madden, yeah.
Got it. Don't know that.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
I was informing you.
Alright, thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Good.